recording?
Yep.
No. Well, we're going to read her another book.
She's been getting books every night.
Jennifer read to her 2 little books last night, in the middle of the night. I read to her a couple of nights before that. We didn't read to her the night before. But, this is the book we've got here. Dr. Suess. He's got like 13 books, of his books in here. Pretty neat book. It's got, all the ones that I remember. I don't remember all of them, but there's some that I remember and some I don't remember. And there's books I do remember that aren't in here. So I'm just going to start with the first one. It is called And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. So, it's a pretty neat book. It's got all kinds of like history and biography stuff and things about the stories that you didn't know.
Like Yertle the turtle.
Yeah, Yertle the turtle. Yertle the turtle is a take on Hitler.
I didn't know that.
But there's if you read it, it's not like pro Hitler or nothing like that. It's nothing.
It's just kind of showing a dictatorship.
Yeah.
So.
All right, little miss, you gonna chill out with me? It's a long book. A lot of words. A lot of words. All right.
She's like, read it, Daddy.
Look on my fingers. All right. I'll have to change up some of the words so I can make it funny and tolerable for me to read. Ready?
She's like a sleepy.
I hold my fingers. Alright. It says, when I leave home to walk to school, Dad always says to me, Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see. When I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me and strongly says, your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales. Now what can I say when I get home today? All the long way to school and all the way back. That makes sense. The way it said. And all the way back. I've looked and looked. I've looked and I've looked. And I've kept careful track. But all that I've noticed except my own feet was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. That's nothing to tell of. That won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. We're going to change it to a zebra. Because it's a yellow zebra. Quit screwing. Can I take this outside package?
Yeah, you can take it off.
This is getting in my way. Pretty cover. What's this?
We'll put it back on when we get done.
Alright. Come on, miss. Come on, work with me here. Work with me. We might have to pause for technical difficulties here. Oh, what kind of face is that? She's like, that's my frustrated, tired face.
She's sleepy. She's sleepy, but she don't want to go to sleep.
Daddy's tired. I'm ready to go to bed. It's like 10:30. I'm ready to sleep. But I'll read to you real quick. You're like a mood ring. Once you're red, and then you're all pale face again.
She's like, red means angry. Or mad.
Mad and frustrated.
Or pooping. She's going to go to sleep like that.
Alright, come here, baby. Oh, baby.
Bandit, get down.
Get off the couch, monkey dog. Oh, sorry. Sorry. There you go. Alright, we left off with this horse. Oh, look, they even had the word zebra in there. That can't... Oh, here we go. We talked about this horse. Tom talked about the cart drawn by the horse, so you ready to go on? He said, that can't be my story. That's only a start. I'll say that a zebra was pulling that cart. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it down on Mulberry Street.
I ain't saying anything.
Yes, yes, the zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame such a marvelous beast. What a cart that's so tame. The story would really be better to hear if the driver I saw were a charioteer. A gold and blue chariot, something to me, rambling like thunder down beat my meat street.
Read it right.
I said Mulberry Street. Get it right. No, it won't do at all. A zebra's too small. A reindeer is better. He's fast and he's fleet. And he looked mighty smart on old Mulberry Street. Meeting his meat. Hold on a minute. There's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels to pull the thing that runs on wheels. He'd much be happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and a sleigh? Say, anyone could think of that. Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat. Say even Jane could think of that. But it isn't too late to make one little change. A sleigh and an elephant. There's something strange. I'll pick one with plenty of power and size, a blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes. Ooh, yeah. And then, just to give him a little more tone, have a Raja with rubies perched high on a throne. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat. When I say that I saw it down on Mulberry Street. Now, but now I don't know. It still doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light would whip it around in the air like a kite. But he looked simply grand with a great big brass band. Alright, it says here, a band that's so good should have something to hear it. But it's going so fast that it's hard to keep near it. I'll put it on a trailer. I know they won't mind. If a man sits and listens while hitched on behind. But now it is fair what I've done. I bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. That's really too heavy a load for one beast. I'll give him some helpers. He needs two at least. But now what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into bliss. Unless there's something I can fix up, there will be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through where traffic's thick. It takes police to do the trick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at the top speed with Sergeant Mulvaney himself in the lead. Okay, I messed that one up. The mayor is there and he thinks he is grand, or thinks it is grand, and he raises his hat as I dash by the stand. The mayor is there and the aldermen too, all waving big banners of red, white, and blue. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say I saw it down on Mulberry Street. It used to be patriotic back then too. What happened? With a roar of its motor and an air... I'm going to make sure I didn't skip nothing up top there. With a roar of its motor, an airplane appears and dumps out confetti while everyone cheers. And then, and that makes a story that's really not bad, but I still could be better. Suppose that I add a bunch of dots. A Chinese man who eats with sticks. A big magician doing tricks. A 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more. I'm almost home. Oh, almost done.
She's asleep. Or almost asleep.
I swung round the corner and dashed through the gate or ran up the steps, and it felt simply great. For I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said quietly, quite calmly, just drop your stool and tell me the sights on the way home from school. There was so much to tell, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled at his chin. He frowned at me sternly from there in his seat. Was there nothing to look at, no people to greet? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet, but a plain horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. Oh, that's a pretty good story. Want to read another one? How long is the video so far?
It's about 10 minutes.
Let's do one more. This one's called
McElligot's?
McElligot's Pool.
I don't think I've ever heard this one.
Oh, no. Oh, this is an old one. You can see how the The graphics are a lot different.
Yeah.
They look older. It says, young man, laughed the farmer. You're sort of a fool. You'll never catch fish in McElligot's pool. The pool's too small, and you might as well know it. When people have junk, here's the place that they throw it. You might catch a boot, or you might catch a can. You might catch a bottle, but listen, young man. If you sat 50 years with your worms on and your wishes, you'll grow a long beard long before you catch fishes. That's a good one. Answer Marco? It may be...
Hey, it's Marco again.
Yeah, Marco's back in it again.
Yeah, because Marco was the Mulberry Street one.
Yeah. Answer Marco. It may be that you're right. I've been here 3 hours without one single bite. There might be no fish. But again, well, there might. Because you never can tell what goes on down below. This pool might be bigger than you or I know. Oh! It says this might be a pool like I've read in the books, connected to one of those underground brooks. An underground river that starts here and flows right under the pasture, and then, well, who knows? See his little cow, his little butt? Oh, my God. Getting heavy.
She's asleep. Oh, well, she's almost asleep. Don't wake her.
Alright, it says, it might go along down where no one can see, right under State Highway 203. Right under the wagons, right under the toes of Miss Ambrosio, who's hanging at clothes. That's what we ought to do, Jennifer. We ought to get a clothes hanging thing, or just for dry our clothes outside sometime.
Okay.
You ever done that before?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's been a long time.
I used to do it at the lake because it was...
You can get one that, like, you can connect it to the tree or something.
Yeah. Oh, God. Gotta move you over a little bit, girl. Yeah.
I see you asleep.
Oh, come here. Ooh. Oh, her hair's a mess.
You woke her up.
Oh, she'll be fine. Can you help me flip the pages? No, I'm not talking about the book. She can help me flip the pages. No, I'm kidding. She can't do that yet. Oh, come on, just yourself here. I got you. Okay. Wobbly thing. Alright, it says it might keep on flowing, perhaps who can tell, right under the people in Sneeden's Hotel. Right under the grass where they playing croquet, and under the mountain far, far away. This might be a river. Now, mightn't it be? Connecting McElligot's pool with the sea. And maybe some fish might be swimming towards me. If such a thing could be, that certainly would be. Some very smart fellow might point out the way to the place where I'm fishing. I messed that one up. Some very smart fellow might point out the way I'm fishing. And that's why I say if I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what, I might catch in McElligot's pool. Oh, look, they got a little telling how to get to the pool. They got a little sign on it.
Fish go this way.
Yeah, pretty much. I might catch a thin fish. Might catch a stout fish. Might catch a short fish. Or a long, drawn-out fish. Any kind, any shape, any color or size. I might catch some fish that would open your eyes. I won't be surprised if a dogfish appears, complete with a collar and long floppy ears, wolfing along, and perhaps he might chase a whole lot of catfish right straight to this place. Yeah, look like a little catfish and a little dog.
Mm-hmm.
I might catch a fish with a pinwheel-like tail. I might catch a fish who has fins like a sail. I might catch some young fish, some high-jumping friskers. I might catch an old one with long flowing whiskers. I might catch a fish with a long curly nose. I might catch a fish like a rooster that crows. I might catch a fish with a checkerboard belly, or even a fish made of strawberry jelly.
Jellyfish.
Yeah. I might catch a seahorse now, mightn't I know? I might catch a fish who is partly a... not no. Now mightn't I now? I might catch a fish who is partly a cow. I was like, why does it now and cow? No and cow in mine. Oh, she's asleep.
Oh, this would be last story.
I know. Some fish from the tropics, all sunburned and hot, might decide to swim up. Well, they might. Might they not? It's okay. Racing up north for a chance to get cool. For full steam ahead for a McElligot's pool. Some Eskimo fish from beyond Hudson Bay might decide to swim down. Might be headed this way. It's a pretty long trip, but they might and they may. Hurrying little Eskimo fish. See that?
Yeah.
Eskimo fish with a Grinch's face. I might catch an eel. Well, I might. It depends. Long, twisted eel with a lot of string bends, and oddly enough, with a head on both ends. One doesn't catch this kind of fish as a rule, but the chances are fine in McElligot's pool. I might catch a fish with a terrible grouch, or an Australian fish with a kangaroo's pouch. This is an old, crabby-looking Grinch. Who wants to catch small ones like the mackerel or trout? Say, I'll catch a sawfish with such a long snout that he needs an assistant to help him about. If I wait long enough, if I'm patient and cool, who knows what I'll catch in McElligot's pool. Some roughneck or lobster, all gristle and muscle, might grab at my bait, and would I have a tussle. To land one so tough might take 2 or 3 hours, but the next might be easy. The kind that likes flowers. Oh, I might catch some sort of fast-moving bloke who zips through the waves with an overarm stroke. I might, and I may, and that's really no joke. I fish even faster, a fish, if you please, who slides down the sides of a strange island on skis. He might ski over and play or pay me a visit. That's not impossible. Really? Now is it? Some circus fish from an acrobat school, might stage a big show in McElligot's pool. Or I might catch a fish from a stranger place yet, from the world's highest river in far off Tibet. Where the falls are so steep that it's dangerous to ride them, so the fish put up chutes and they float down beside them. From the world's deepest ocean, squirming, making little noises. From the world's deepest ocean, from way down below, from down in the mud where the deep divers go. From down in the mire and the muck and the murk, I might catch some fish who are all going glark. That's what it says. Those are big old whales. Whales! I'll catch whales. Yes, a whole herd of whales, all spouting their spouts and all thrashing their tails. I'll catch 50 whales, then I'll stop for the day, 'cause there's nothing that's bigger than whales, so they say. Still, of course, it might be, and that there is something bigger. Some sort of kind of thingamajigger. That's pretty funny. Thingamajigger. A fish that's so big, if you know what I mean, that he makes a whale look like a tiny sardine. It's like a big ass seal with a nose. Oh, I got itch.
Yeah,
That son of a bitch. Oh, the sea is so full of a number of fish. If a fellow is a patient, he might get his wish. The fellow is a patient. And that's why I think that I'm not such a fool when I sit here and fish in McElligot's pool.
Go ahead.
Oh, God, put the book down.
Alright. Time to put the little girl to bed.
Oh, come here, baby girl. Oh, turn around. Oh, yes.
Oh, she's sleepy.
Oh, look at that baby.
She's like, put me to bed, Daddy. I'm tired. She's like, thank you for reading me books.
Yeah, I want to go to bed, baby.
She's like, yep. I said, I love you, Daddy.
Oh, I love the baby. Look at the little Aubrietta. I can't wait till you start getting a little bit bigger. I mean, we're always going to wish you were this small, but you got to get bigger sometime. But right now, we'll take you as you are.
Alright, well, I want to go ahead and stop the video so we can put her to bed.
I thought you already did.
No.